For years, an empty strip of land separated my property from my neighbors. When Mark moved in next door, he immediately started using that strip as a shortcut. Before I knew it, he had paved it and claimed it was his side of the driveway. Every day, I'd come home to find half his massive SUV parked on what I knew was my land. I tried talking to him, but he brushed off my concerns like they were nothing. Frustrated, I decided to check the property plat. To my relief, it confirmed what I already knew. 100% of that strip was mine. But when I consulted my lawyer, he warned me about something called adverse possession. Apparently, if I didn't stop Mark from using my land, he could legally claim ownership after a few years of unopposed use. We had to act fast to prevent this theft. Instead of diving into a lengthy and expensive lawsuit, my lawyer suggested a clever legal maneuver. He drafted a revocation of permission notice, a formal document that clearly stated my ownership and explicitly forbade Mark from using the land ever again. We had it notarized and delivered to make it official. The very next day, I took action. I hired a fence company and gave them specific instructions. While Mark was away at work, they installed 3 massive immovable bollards right on the property line. These sturdy posts were strategically placed to block his SUV perfectly. When Mark returned home that evening, his reaction was explosive. He saw the bollards and started screaming at the top of his lungs. In a rage, he called the police, thinking he could force me to remove them. But when the officers arrived, they carefully reviewed the property lines and the legal notice I had served. Their verdict was clear. It's his land. You can't touch them. Mark was left fuming, but legally cornered. The consequences of his arrogance were costly. Mark had no choice but to pay thousands of dollars to build a new section of driveway on his actual property. Meanwhile, I kept my land intact, protected from his attempted land grab. In the end, Mark's scheme backfired spectacularly. His attempt to take advantage of me ended up costing him dearly, both financially and in terms of neighborly relations. I couldn't help but feel a sense of satisfaction at how it all played out. Looking back, I sometimes wonder, would you have installed the bollards? It was a bold move, but sometimes you have to stand your ground, quite literally, to protect what's rightfully yours.